Hello everyone, I hope you're...
And
welcome on slot. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. We're cracking on. In fact, we're finishing our Oman campaign. So, Oman campaign has been really, really good fun for the air-to-air guys. Okay, the air-to-ground guys have really struggled. Literally, no air-to-ground guy in an Oman campaign has actually completed their mission so far, basically. We've talked about the reasons why, and that is simply that the kind of new generation of weapons that have filtered their way through to DCS, think AIM-54 Phoenixes, AIM-120s, SD-10s, Link 16 Data Link, and you marry all that up with literally professional GCIs that we've got now, the air-to-air or air-to-air is just so effective now that no strike group in the world, unless you're literally an F-35 that has stealth or something, can get through. You just can't do it anymore. And so what we're having to do is scrap the Oman campaign, because exactly that. The air-to-ground guys are all getting fed up and they're not turning up, and it's completely understandable. So we're going to go back and do another PvP campaign, which is what this is, and we're going to find a way of restricting the air-to-air. We don't know how we're really going to do it yet. Maybe costing the missiles up and only having a certain amount of missiles we can use, something along those lines probably. Let me know what you guys at home think. But we're going to finish it off with a boom. I don't know what we're doing, but for day 13, let's hand it over to the Game Master for the briefing.
Okay, yes, a boom is correct. It's going to be tricky again, but hopefully the spread out target should make it harder for the cap to defend it.
Roger, so what we've done is an interim thing here just to test out. We've figured spreading targets out might help dilute the cap/escort. Please continue.
Yeah, and those have been assigned points as well. So, red might defend the 3-point targets, which are further away, or they might defend the blue to the 2-point targets, which are closer. So hopefully it makes it a bit more interesting.
Cool.
So it's a Blufor attack again, even though it was Blufor last week, because it's the last one. Mm-hmm. And you need 5 points to win. So you have to decide which targets and which sub-targets you want to go for. If you look at the target tab A, that's a mission on its own, which is kind of helicopters, kind of planes. You've got 2 submarines to take out, and they are defended by some light armor and some light IR air-to-air, which you can kind of see in the photo at the bottom if you're very astute. Target B is 4 targets. They're all weapon depots, and depending how they're defended depends how many points you get for them. So weapons depot A is 2 points because it has got SAM coverage, but it's quite far away, so it shouldn't have that much cap, possibly. Point 2 is quite close to Keshem, so another helicopter possible target, but it's going to be in the mix of all the people, so it'd be quite hard to get to. Still 2 points though. C is by Lavin, which is way off to the west, but should be fairly easy to get to. It's got quite light SAMs. And D is 3 points because it's going to be quite tricky to get. I can't remember exactly where it is. I think it's out west, and there's 3 buildings, and you just have to destroy those 3 main buildings. It's the Combine and 2 hangars, if you're wondering what they are. The 2 white buildings and the big turret thingy.
So there's 5 targets in total. Do we know where these targets are in the world?
Yes. If you look at the photos in Target B, you can see Lavin Island Airport, so you can easily find that on F10. And then you can see the grid squares in the photos.
Yeah. Right.
So if you went onto F10 and then put your mouse there, you could work out the exact target coordinates if you wanted to.
Roger.
Which I'm sure Blood's done that.
Roger.
Yeah.
Okay, so blue are attacking, but there's no... Okay, red haven't got a great deal to talk about at the moment. Any questions from blue regarding the targets, chaps?
What kind of air defences are immediately on the target?
Right by them is likely to be a mixture of armor and IR, and they might happen to be in a bigger SAM net.
So they are not immune to just being chased out from 60 miles away?
No, you could chase them from 60 miles away, but then the red cap, that's their job, is to stop you getting that close. And the one that's nearest blue obviously has an SA-10 blocking you to slow you down, to give red a chance.
Right, guys, let's look at today's team. So on blue side, we've got Ford, which is Obi, Frisco, Chopskits, and Gary in green buttons, with Mike in Chevrolet. I don't know if he's tagging along or on a separate team. We've got Hummer, which is Squiddle, Roadkill, Tebro, Signore in Falcons. Going to be probably Cap. Elo's on his own in a Mirage. Mookie, Ground Attack, and Hasina in AV-8Bs. 2 AGS-37s, which are Seahorse and Blood. Ghost Fox is in a A10C. Plymouth is air-to-air of Whistler, Grump, Grizzly, Nightmare. And helicopters, Steed, Huey's, Hillary, Starscream, Mickey Blue Eyes, and God, Free Jones. So that's a total of 23. Let's go and have a look at the Reds. We've got Beamer in the F-16s at RC, Cap, and Bull. Beamer R2 are Leighton and Bear. Blank. Skill and Ruby are F-14s. Talons and Mirage. Beans of Vigan, even though we're defending. Okay.
It does say that if you're in red, you can attack any blue airfield if you want to have some fun. So he might be doing that.
Okay. We've got red in the chopper and dragon in the chopper. Is 11, is that accurate? The total?
He had like 13, but people have bailed out.
Roger. So is everyone happy with 24 versus 11?
Nope.
Well, it seems fairly close because red is all cap.
Yeah,
as we've got lots of different targets.
Red also
if it's-
kicked butt last week.
Yeah, as we've seen before, if it's even on cap, the defender wins. So it is probably better and going to be a bit more fun for everyone if the defender's got slightly fewer cap.
So the attacker wins.
Roger.
What have you done?
What?
Okay, well, let's see what happens, guys. It's the last one, so we'll see how it goes.
Could be a short one.
Could be a short one. I'm looking for an early light, mate, so maybe. But okay, before we go to tactics and planning, anyone any questions or ting?
Question.
Send Sea Bucket.
I forgot the question. Move on.
Excellent. An intelligent man, sea urchin.
Classic puddle meal.
Right.
Nice. Awesome.
Since that beautiful comment by Seahorse, we're all going to move into our tactics rooms. I'll see you in there. Okay, valued Reds. That's all 11 of you. I guess we just throw some AMRAMs at them, hope for the best. I don't expect to win, but...
Yeah, I've just looked at the map, and the submarines and the first two weapons depots are within JSOW range of Kesham Air Base, of Kasab Air Base even.
I get the feeling they need a feel-good mission to end, attackers, so I think we just have to give it to them, guys. And
yeah, I think we've got a decent chance of defending everything else, but targets, the submarines for target A and weapons depots A and B are, unless we can shoot down JSOWs with AMRAMs, which I think is possible.
They'll just cry if they don't win, let them win.
Yeah, that's what I think. But we might as well have some fun anyway. So I suggest we roughly sit together. We haven't got enough men to scatter, so I suggest we roughly stick together, and I'm talking roughly within 100 miles. The main threat, I imagine, is going to be their F-14s chucking all those missiles at us, so just be super careful about that, guys. And they've got some good F-16s. Try and chuck some back, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I haven't got an F10 map here, so I can't tell exactly where all that stuff is, but I'm guessing it's scattered about the coast, or...
So I can walk you through it if you want, Cap.
Yeah, so from the main picture...
So the submarines, if you look where Bandar Abbas airfield is, they are just to the west. The next town along the coast from Bandar Abbas is Rajiv Port, which is where the submarines are.
So that's in the normal fighting area, if you like.
So is it by Havadaria Airport, or is it between?
So it's just to the east of that. You've got Bandar Abbas, then Havadaria, and then there's a port on the map. That's where the submarines are.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And then for Weapons Depot, the Weapons Depot A is in DR92, which is just to the east of Bandar Abbas by the town of Tiror.
Right, so we've got that covered as well.
Yes, that's possible to cover.
31 miles from Bandar.
Then Weapons Depot B, that is on Kesham Island.
Which is we'll cover, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the north of the centre. You see where Kesham, it looks a bit like a shark. The top fin, it's on the west side of that, right under where the CQ-77 is on the map.
Roger.
Then Weapons Depot C is on the island where Levan Island Airport is, which is southeast of Shiraz. So that is really well protected from blue, so they'll have a bit of a hard time getting over there.
Roger. I suppose Blood will send his vegans around the side there, Roger.
Yeah, I would expect Blood to go over there if they bother to attack it. And
Do you
then
want to defend that one?
I was tempted to go over there just in my Mirage because I'm coming from Shiraz anyway.
Yeah.
And their Weapons Depot D is in Grid Square ES85, which is up by Jiroft Airport.
Wow,
it is quite close to Jiroft.
Do we have planes at Jiroft?
I don't think anyone's taking off there. Let me check.
That's a long way away. I think we might leave that one, guys.
So, yeah, no, nobody is taking off over there. Everyone's out of La or Shiraz.
Right, so they can't win just by going there. They need to have 5 points. So they need to have at least 2 targets. So we defend, the bulk of us defend around Kesham and Bandar Abbas, landing at Bandar Abbas, I reckon they'll J-Sal at runway, so just be careful. And then maybe Talon on QRA for the Shiraz Western attack. And that's it, really.
Yeah, Levan Island does belong to us, so I can fly down and land actually at Levan Island Airport and just be ready on the runway there.
Sounds good, Talon, then I can tell you when they take off. Or when
absolutely. I think if we concentrate most of our forces around Bandar, we should be alright, because they've got to kill either 3 targets or 2 targets, including the one all the way up at Jiroft.
Roger.
So, and there's 3 targets around Bandar, plus the one at Levan and the one up at Jiroft. So
that's fine. I mean, by all means, have a pop at the J-Sales if you want, guys. But remember, 1 Hornet can fire 8 J-Sales, I think. 8 J-Sales? Yeah?
Yes.
And you know, the most missiles I'm going to have in my F-16 6, so it's always going to be a losing battle from our point of view, but do what you can, I suppose, at the end of the day.
If we want to stop them firing the J-Sals, we have to do exactly what we did last week and fight them over Kasab.
Yes, right. We have to charge them and push them back.
Yeah, the F-16s out of LAR have got to keep them back long enough.
Roger. We need AIM-54 support. AIM-54 support for that as well. Remember, because that really helps push them.
Tomcats.
Yeah, that's a problem, yo.
If Seahorse goes for what he likes to do, he'll take a Vigor and go and try and bomb a runway. Which one I don't know, but he's with Blood, so maybe Blood's got a plan. But he can guarantee the
he will,
as soon as it starts.
He'll be going.
Blood will have a delayed launch. He always does.
Yeah, we're going around for bombs at the last minute in a romantic fashion, but we'll have our guy there ready for him. Our most important guy as ever is Chariot. Is he with it? You are with us, aren't you? I can hear him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, your information is what's going to allow us to stop that in time. So.
It would be great if we could have 114 just do a bull rush straight towards Kasab, and the other 2 do the refuel, because that way we can do a good chainsaw and make sure we have air cover at all times. Because my biggest fear is that we're going to all run out of fuel and weapons right towards the end, and that's when Bloodknock's going to send his guys in.
Roger. We can just charge 3 bags, 6 AMRAAMs, just charge into Kasab, give him a big fat face headache.
We can take MiG-21s from.
I guess we could do if we want to, RC.
With nukes.
No.
You're not going to. Right.
I mean, we could.
No.
It's up to you.
Not really. Not really.
I can.
I'm not too into it.
I would be, if I was allowed, I'll take a Tomcat, because I could actually do some damage with a Tomcat, but I can't. 24 versus 11. Imagine if we won this. There would be giant sulky babies, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's my goal.
We need to like somehow target the Tomcats and try to push them back.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
Hopefully they're not on comms, so the CAS moves in without Tomcat support.
I think it's the only thing that can move anything that move a Tomcat is another chainsaw and pair of Tomcats.
Yeah.
They do have a GCI today. That being said, I need you guys to call out your F-14 nails. Do a call sign F-14 nails and like a clock from you.
Yeah.
Because that way I cannot identify aircraft type on Lot ATC, so that will help me make sure that I know which ones are the 14.
All right, cool. Well, anyways, this is the target overview. This is going to look really cramped, and you're not going to see very much, but this is a layout, kind of figuring out what we have to work with in regards to the target, how fast we can get to it, and how fast the enemy can get to it. So we got target A, that's going to be front and center right here, just right next to Banderbas, and off to the left of that you got target Bravo Bravo. To the right of that you got target Bravo Alpha. Those are going to be our closest ones if we want to go towards Kasab in that area. And BC is way over here at Levant Island Airport, right next to Lar Air Base, which is where the F-16s are taking off from. Over here, it's completely out of range of all of the Redfor aircraft. However, I'll get into more detail on that one, as it may not be feasible unless we have a dedicated C package for it. Alright, so moving on to target A, we've got, I basically took the graphics from the briefing that we have and brought in all of the distances that we have, and what we're going for on the mileage on this is basically we're dividing that by 10. That's about how many minutes it would take for Blufor and Redfor respectively to get there if they're burning at like Mach 1. And then you just have that for the slower strike aircraft. So as you can see here, target A, it's got immediate SA2 and SA11 just to the north and west, but it's not actually touching the target, so the best run-in for that one would be off to the southeast.
We can send the Vigans in with anti-ship missiles. We've already tested it.
Cool. Be advised, though, that if you look there, Banderbas is an immediate response. All they have to do is take off, and they're going to be within range to shoot you down.
We can fly. We can drop the weapons from 70 kilometers away.
Right. Cool. So that's your threats. SA2 covered north, SA11 covered east. Banderbas fighters immediate. So that's going to be 2 of our points. So if we're not going for target BD, then we have to destroy 2 of these other locations. Target BA, closest intercept for Blues is going to be probably about 10-12 minutes from Kasab. And that's going to be basically a northeast direction. Redfor's response to that is going to be Bandar Abbas. So keep in mind of that. You're going to have SA-11s to your left and SA-10s. If you continue on running in from south to north, you'll run into the SA-10s. Next, we've got target BB. That's going to be just to the left of Bandar Abbas again. Closest is going to be Kasab. That's going to be a 34-mile track. Should be pretty quick. You will have an SA-11 off to your northwest, SA-2 to your northeast. Keep that in mind. Closest response is going to be Bandar Abbas for about 38. So Kasab and Bandar Abbas are about the same distance to this target. So SA-11, SA-2, keep in mind of that. BC, to be honest, might be no factor just because they're going to have pretty close cover from Lar Air Base, again, where their F-16s are taking off from, and Shiraz will also be able to be within range pretty damn quick. So if you look at that, it's 183 miles from Shiraz. However, if they burn just in that direction, if they detect us, it's going to take them no time to get within range and launch. So Bandar Abbas and the carrier are both no factor on this due to their distance. And the problem is this does have direct SA-10, SA-11 cover, along with those F-16s. And finally, we have BD, which will be impossible unless we can get a successful C package on here, like I said. So best shot is going to be, well, it's kind of out there for everybody. Blues will be closer to this one if we head straight for it. However, the problem is there is a full SA-10 coverage, like there's literally an SA-10 site just to the south of this location, and SA-2 cover up to the north. Bandar Abbas is going to be the closest response with about 12-13 minutes if they decide to head this direction.
So we need to prioritize the C package.
Yes.
So I can tell you what the beginner's plan is, which should hopefully be supplementary to what the rest of you guys are doing. We're going to use RB-15s against the submarines, which should hopefully take both of them out fairly easily. We're then going to RTB to Faraja and then go after D. We don't care about that SA-10 system. It's just not relevant. So we should be able to take that out, assuming we don't get intercepted by CAP.
Okay, BD is going to be probably no factor for Redfor because they have a long track. If you see, Shiraz is 280 miles away. So unless they're burning full speed to go straight for you, that's what that distance and that timing would be.
Yeah, my thinking is that if they do decide to go for us and they burn up all their fuel, you guys can take down the rest of the targets, so it will spread them thin.
I reckon when you guys go for BD, it might not be a bad idea to send an F-14, have an F-14 not close to you guys to drag them in, but close enough that they can make them go defensive and keep them from getting within range of you.
Well, basically, if you have somebody, if you go back to the main map on slide 1, if you have somebody attacking pretty much to the east of Bandar Abbas, like an F-14, as you say, that's going to cut them off before they have any chance to actually get to us.
So you're talking about the range of in that Delta Romeo grid square.
Yeah, that kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
What if we drop the bombs from the F-14?
So that was something that we were also thinking about too. Not sure how feasible a game plan that would be, but Phoenix and I have been training up for a self-escort bombcat if need be. We can drop 2 GBU-10s and still have our 2 Phoenixes and work with that.
Hello, idea.
I could do that. I mean, with Whistler, if he's ready for that.
Can I play a diversion? Try to spin them, get them to spread thin. I'm gonna try and take off from our southern base and try to get some fighters to that island. The west. I mean, to the west.
Lavon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we did have F-16s and Mirages that took off from Liwa, they would be the most direct attack to BC.
You might, if you go straight there, they're going to have aircraft coming for Shiraz. They might go, oh, there's somebody there, and go for you, which would be a great distraction.
So while you're doing that, Elo, why don't the Hornets, since we're starting over on the carrier anyway, first flight, why don't we head north as if we're going to long range JSO D, but then as we get a beam Bandar, we could actually just go in with a full cap loadout on 2 bags, and then swing west, do a bit of cap, and then we can drop down into Raz, rearm. Are we doing rearming this time? Yeah, we are, aren't we? Rearm.
Yeah, but it's only at bases that aircraft start at that you can get the air-to-air weapons.
Okay, so we could then do what I just said then, but then return to the carrier and rearm, and then we can assess.
So Kasab's got weapons because it's a starting base.
Oh, okay. So we can rearm at Kasab then, or whatever.
But the ones that aren't in the list for aircraft starts are just fuel.
Fair enough.
And ground weapons, I think.
So Tomcats need to go back to the carrier, or are we allowed to rearm on the airfield?
We should be able to go to
Blue
Kasab.
Airfield, as long as it's one that's listed for aircraft starts, like Kasab or Liwa.
So what I was thinking basically, because if the Vigans are doing the submarines and D, and then the Harriers have got something to do as well, they could obviously go for the nearer ones. If the Hornets did that like right hook, Elo's doing a left hook, at the start it will at least make them split a little bit. And also it'll split them away, both sides away from where the Vigans are going for the submarines.
Yeah, they've got 5 16s and 2 14s.
Yeah, so I mean, we split them down. If you split them, then they're manageable, aren't they? Unless they decide to stay together as a bulk, but then they're going to have to make a decision on who they defend.
Fast question about the Vigan run there. I'm just coming in late to the party, but do we have any info about whether or not there's going to be any sort of shipping targets in front of those subs? Anything that could...
The way I've set it up is they will only hunt for targets about 300 meters from the target themselves, so there's nothing else that they can hit.
Perfect, thank you.
I got no problem with the Tomcats doing ground attack, but I'm more committed to trying to use our superior fighter force today. So we have 4 Tomcats that can be doing air-to-air.
I agree.
3 Tomcats, Nightmare moved back to an F-18.
Then even more so than we need to.
Yeah, and they've made some adjustments too. They've got 3 F-14s now as well. So I think the 14s should just stick to cap.
I actually just forgot about briefly forgot about the weapons restrictions. Do you think the 18s then should come with the Tomcats and let's just go all together and just actually try and win the air war?
I don't think there are any weapon restrictions today.
Did we not do the Cold War?
Chopsticks, does that mean they have no rearm capability at Bandar Abbas?
No, they can because it's listed as in the starting airfield.
Yeah, for the Harriers.
Yeah, but they can't get any air weapons.
Yeah, they can, but then they're right in the mix of.
Is Bandar Abbas the only one that's nearest to us that they can use?
Yeah, of that and
Okay.
LAR, but then
Well-
LAR's 75 miles.
Well, how about this then? Why don't the Hornets take some JSOs and JSO Bandar and target the ammo dump?
Yeah, you can do.
I would focus on air-to-air.
Let's focus on the target because this is going to be the last mission.
Yeah, we've done this before. We get distracted and we split our forces up. Just go full air-to-air, destroy and kill as many as possible. If not, they'll run out of weapons and have to go home. And
So
if we've got superiority, we can kill anybody that tries to land the Bandar.
100% blood knot. Frisco's with you on that.
Okay, so shall we from the carrier? Shall we just head up the middle as a big group, or shall we do some kind of distraction?
Hey, Frisco.
Hey.
Are you sure your IFF is working this week? Please.
Are you thinking of fragging me? I saw that. It was Danny, wasn't it?
God.
Yeah.
Okay, side note, real quick.
I don't give a shit.
Real quick, there's a 20-minute delay from when Cap can take off to when Cass. So I would recommend we stick with maybe the usual plan where wait, that's right, we can't rearm it. Razal. Shit.
You can
Password is up, guys. Password is up.
Guys, I'm falling asleep here. I'm gonna have to pull out.
Cap. Yeah,
God damn it, Barry.
the Cap needs to take off from the carrier
I
with
know.
fuel that you need to stay up for quite a while.
Alright, Gary.
Weapons and go straight down the middle. I think because that means that they can't attack us on the right, win the air war, or at least send them home. That gives us enough time to do the damage we need to do.
Who left?
Danny. Not Danny. Gary.
Yeah.
What was he flying?
Thing.
Roger.
Time limit now on Cap planes when we can take off.
No, you can take off whenever.
Is there a time limit for the helicopters?
No, there's not.
Gas planes, which is a bally.
Got Latin longs for all the targets. And only do once them targets A, B, C, and D.
Yep, I'll take those off first. Go. We can do
Let's
it.
get in.
We'll do it in the game. Yeah.
Should me and RC go as a 2-ship because we want to get there quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, RC, you go. I'll follow you.
Just want to see if it's enough runway. Here we go.
Here goes nothing.
1-2, Overlord, 1-1, Rob, 157.
Hostiles airborne.
38,000, flanking. Fort 1,
Oh yeah, should be enough.
It says as he smashes into the ball.
170 at 16,000, flanking.
She's a heavy biatch.
Countermeasures.
Air one airborne.
Yeah. Turning 106.
Where does that take us to? Kesham?
It takes us around Bandar. Do you want to go down towards Keshem?
I think so, because we really want to push to... What's that place called? Where are we going for, guys?
Kasab.
Kasab. We want to push to Kasab. Try and trap them in there.
Copies, and let's go for 26.
At high altitude, they're within chase out range. For extreme range chase outing.
Anyone know that protection to their FARP is? It's going to be full of IR SAMs again.
I would bet that it would. Unknown, Cap. I've got no SAMs on my radar.
Is mine and RC's vector good to Kasab?
Affirm. You guys should fly straight over Keshem, so keep your altitude above 25,000. Copy, heading up. And center takes empty.
State Angels lead.
2-8. 2-8.
Julio.
You want to burn in?
Yeah, I mean, it's an all or nothing mission, isn't it? We're not going to outlast them in any way.
Okay. Then I'm going full burn.
Got twice as many missiles as us, so it's just surprise them or nothing, really. Make sure you don't fight them up at Angels 40 though, because they'll reach up and touch you from 80 miles.
Yeah. All flights, pop up. Southeast of Bullseye, 130 miles. Climbing through Angel 7. It's a 5-ship currently tracking west.
This isn't a Wagner-mobile vibe, and I got 6 of them.
Great.
Gotta be careful.
Skill magic.
Go for magic.
That's the Tomcats airborne at Shiraz, I think where we're from.
I'm
going to head for a tank and Ruby's going to go straight towards the coast. We'll had a plane issue, so he's going to take off just shortly, and I think he's going straight for the coast as well.
Copy, I've got Ruby at 24,000 already, so yeah, got it, thank you.
The stream's saying that they've probably got infinite respawning missiles on.
Lima Charlie 243.
Stream was probably correct.
I would say have that.
Blufor? Blufor must win.
After last week, it sounds like they need them.
All flights, I have the location of the hostile aircraft carrier. Nearest targets are 2 tankers, Bra 156, 120 from your location, Angels 16 and 18.
Oh, Dragon. Good start.
You can take the tankers there.
It's probably a sign for how this mission's about to go.
Talon, you should have time to land and refuel before the enemies get to you. They are still 263 miles from your location.
If friendly in Mach 1.6 to land.
1.2 left in externals, Cap.
Roger. What's your total?
9.6.
It does. Cap's passing Keshem for what it matters. It doesn't really matter. Want to dive down and friggin' spoof some Hueys.
RC Cap, nearest targets Bra 145, 126 miles, Angels 26. They're tracking due west at the moment, still feet wet. Additional group Bra 134, 142 miles. Angels 13, 4 ship just climbing out of the carriers, hot.
Okay, I'm going off burn and I'm going to start loitering. I'm pretty much like a Saab.
Red Dragon, 3, looks like 3 choppers just pulling off their front feet wet. 203 at 34 miles.
Layton, you have that target down low?
Yeah, it's a helicopter. Nails 14, 1 o'clock.
There's a death trap down there, guys. There's IR SAMs everywhere.
Yeah. Copy, RC. Yep, okay, those 2... Alright. Bra from your location, RC, 149, 116 miles, Angels, 30, hot, 2 ship F-14s. How do you want to handle that, Cap?
Yeah! Do the thing!
I'm not sure what to do about those.
Wait for them to fire. Assume they're going to fire at around 60 to 70 miles. Turn cold, lead the missiles out.
Yeah. There, Layton, you're in a good chainsaw position behind Cap and RC. Those targets are 144, 134 miles, Angels, 30, hot. Looks like a free ship now.
Copy that, Donald Savannah Island Airport.
Copy. Do you want to loiter here, Cap, or just keep going?
I'm gonna step between Kasab and Keshem. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna let them get too close to me.
Let's try and get like as close as we can without dying.
Yeah, I'm basically at Kasab, if you look at me on Datalink.
F-16s, the group of 4 to your left will be the 18s, the group of 3 to your right will be the 14s.
Understood. 18's on the right, 14's on the right, 18's on the left.
I'm tempted to SCT them at long range to upset them a little bit, upset their little tomcat brains.
Cap, but only shoot 1 missile, don't shoot more than 1.
Wasn't even going to fire, to be honest.
Alright, copy that.
Yeah, I've got the 2 targets on data. Might be 3 hours. Cap RC, hostiles within 90 miles.
Roger.
Copy, I got him on radar.
Right, but as far as I can go, I'm at the SAM now, so I'm just going to orbit and wait. Fuel state 9.3 and not really burning now, so it's all good.
on the edge of the SAM ring.
Roger. Okay. Additional set of bandits on data link.
Affirm Cap, we've got...
There's a lot
We've got 4 groups right now. The group you're headed towards, you've also got a group at 13293 miles, Angels 35 hot. Then we have 2 more groups, single ships behind them. I have a 5th group off to your right now, about your 2 o'clock. 200-137 miles, Angels 37, tracking northeast.
Caps SDT and Tomcats for shits and giggles.
Cap, the Tomcats are 77 miles from your location.
They are. They are. Okay, they're probably starting to Phoenix me, guys, so I'm going to turn back now.
All flights pop up. Additional group 4 ships south of Bullseye, 144 miles, Angels 37, tracking northeast.
Cap code.
Ghost 15 up right there. Are you Angels 29 Cap?
Yeah, I'm diving and going cold.
You're in the SAM ring.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Hostiles, Bra 13195 miles, Angels 35 hot 4 ship. Additional targets, Bra 14686 miles, Angels 35 hot 2 ship. 3 ship. Be advised, SAMnet 35 miles from your location.
Copy both targets. Thanks for the SAMnet. Bear in Leighton.
Was anyone?
I think we're gonna turn cold, drop out of the SAMnet, and we'll re-engage.
Issue, there are no weapons available at this airbase, so I'm going to have to fly to Mar.
Copy, Talon. Doesn't look like anyone's headed towards your location. You should have time. All flights pop up. Southeast of Bullseye, 38 miles, ascending out of Kasab Air Base. Single ship at the moment.
That's the Harriers.
Northeast. I have an immediate retask for you. I've got 3 choppers headed towards our first objective on Kasab. At your 9 o'clock now, 14 miles in the weeds. It should be a train of choppers.
Is that on Kesham?
That's on Kesham. They're headed towards one of the objectives.
Okay, watch out for Sam's.
They're about 8 miles from the Kasab.
I'm going for the Kasab guy.
Copy, Cap. Brought to Kasab. targets 33415 miles in the weeds.
Cap Oscar Mike. Okay, little Harriers. Let's play this game again, boys. They're going to head under the Tomcats.
Vectors to the Kasab guys. Raw 142, 29 miles, 4 ship climbing up Kasab, circling.
Preparing to fire.
Enemy 14's 6 miles from your location. RC targets should be broad 20613 miles in the weeds, feet now over the bay. And we have Sam's in Keshem, right? Unknown. Magic Rubicon. Go for Magic. Nails F14, 12 o'clock. From my position. Confirmed they're 186 miles from your location.
Near the objective, and that is it.
It's a waste of missiles. I want to get good
Cap,
shots.
fire and forget. You've got 8 ships headed towards you, 61 miles.
Copy. They've gone in hidden.
I'm turning cold.
Cap turning cold. No, I got a shot.
Clayton Bear, F-16s are 65 miles from your location. Do you have Angels? Thank you. Do you have Angels? Angels 40 and 42. Hot. Copy. Cap 14s are now 40 miles from your position. Sam Ring 15 miles from your position.
Copy. Pulling back. I'm pulling back.
I'm turning hot. Bean, you have about 16 ships, 17172 miles from your location, varying altitudes, hot.
Only 16?
Target's 55. Yeah, I'm hot. Leighton Bear, F-14s, bra 15457 miles from your location, Angels 38 hot. Lux, thank you. F-18s, bra 13959 miles, Angels 21 through 33, 5 ship hot. Missiles out. Get ready to go cold, turn offensive.
Cap cold and low.
Bean, you have F-14s, bra 18064 miles from your location, 3 ship hot. F-18s, bra 16660 miles from your location, 4 ship hot. Not turn cold. We're going to be target-rich environment, 140 miles off your nose. About 16 ships circling. Thank you for that. Dumping tanks.
Cap's reached Keshem on a cold leg.
Cap, can I vector you towards some choppers that are going to take out one of our objectives? We're 324, 22 miles in the weeds, over the bay. They're just passing the island in the middle of the bay now.
What's the state of Sam's?
Northeast. Sam's unknown, but you're about to fly over there firm.
Alright, wish me luck. 324.
You can vector me into RC. RC, those targets are now 21524 miles in the weeds, headed straight towards a target, heading north.
Reconfirm vector for Cap.
You're on vector Cap, on your nose, 15 miles on the deck. You're just passing the FARP on the left. Who was flaring that just passed me?
Cap's flaring low and getting shot by Sams. Cap's getting shot by Sams.
Just a warning on me, I'm getting out.
Get out, it's not worth it. I'm covered in Sams.
Go Magic, that's me about to the tankers now, let you know when I'm ready for tasking.
Copy, Skull. All flights, enemies have air superiority over Kasab. About 18 ships, it appears.
Cap, update choppers.
Cap, off your nose now, 11 miles. Feet wet in the cove now, just to the left of feet dry.
Any mistrals?
Unknown. Checking. Negative, all Hueys.
Beautiful. Are you down here with me, RC? I don't think it's you, actually.
I am down low, right on the water. Redo, hostile Hueys, bra 20795 miles. In the weeds, feet wet.
Confirm no friendly choppers ahead of me, about to fire.
There, 2 hostiles, bra 15836 miles, Angels 35 and 30 hot. Leighton, bra 17440 miles, Angels 34 and 30. 1 cold, 1 hot. Cap, no other hostiles in your area.
Fox 3.
Ruby, engage all hostiles over the Kasab area. Your vector is clear of friendly. Roll to head.
That's smash.
You're right behind him, Cat.
Altitude. Altitude. 12, Overlord, 11, Bra, 157, 460 at 10,000, flanking.
Looks like the hostiles are staying over Kasab for the moment.
Roger, if you're going to put missiles in here, give me plenty of notice, RC, because I'm mixed in with them.
Ruby, engage all hostiles that are 100 miles from your location. That's when you get in range. Copies. There are no friendly conflictions there.
GCR, do you see choppers? I think they've landed, which is kind of annoying.
Cap, they should have landed at our base, which would be at your 4 o'clock, 4 miles, just feet wet.
Anything I should be looking... Oh, hello.
That's Redo, don't attack, that's a K-50.
Fuck's sake, this is confusing. Say again, the vector to the base.
Vector to the base, 3 o'clock, 5 miles. There, hostile hot to you, bra 1786, 36 miles, Angels 28 hot. Tracking him, thanks for that. B, nearest hostile, bra 189, 48 miles, Angels 31 hot. Magic roll. Go for magic. Confirm targets 100 miles from my position, bearing 135. All targets are hostile. Copy.
Capricorns update.
Cap, all targets have faded from that location. If you want to join the rest of the air war, you can. Nearest hostiles are 154 miles, 15447 miles from your location. Angels 1-4 hot.
Copy.
RC, same vectors, 15448 miles, Angels 1-4 hot. Copy.
So you here, RC?
Ruby Bull and prosecute all targets off your nose. Nearest target is 13059 miles, Angels 1-4 hot. Roger that. See me, Cap? Full copy.
Yeah. See this big factory over here?
They're making their push now.
Yeah, I think so, right? That's the combine.
Can't see them. Good luck, boys.
They're next to it.
Talon on finals to land at Nile and rearm and join the air war.
Alright, Nate, coming in behind you if you want to turn cold for a change up.
Roger, I'm defending ground. Cap RC, you have a hostile route 13124 miles, Angels 27 hot and descending.
Right, let's go. Missile launch.
Spike.
They're everywhere. Shit, I'm not set up for this shit.
4 Foxtrot times 6 Winchester, I'm heading to Thunder, bus real quickly, I'll pick you up on that.
Stepped over, say it again.
There's a guy right next to us.
A lot of missile launches overhead.
Get safe, there's a guy right next to us coming in, you're gonna merge.
RTV to Thunder.
Get your SA.
Do a quick turn around to you.
Yeah, we got the same.
Cat Fox 3, I've got a shot on him.
Bear is dead. RC merged.
Somebody's down, is that Cap?
Negative. You merged.
Bear.
Where's your hostile, Dusty?
Cap merged.
Fuck! There's a guy down here with us somewhere, unless someone killed him.
No, he should be down here still.
Right, be super careful, it's dogfighting.
Cap should be at your 9 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, I thought so. Careful, I'm down here too.
Cap, you also have 3 ships, 152 about, nearest ship is 22 miles from your location, Angels 5 hot. Looks like a slow mover. Cap RC merge.
We merge with each other, don't fire. Yeah, we're firing each other. We're good. We're good. Split away from each other.
Cap RC, nearest target for 15618 miles, Angels 5, hot.
That's Harriers.
Is that you, Cap, that I just locked?
Yeah. They RC. On time.
Copy, I see it. Okay.
Hostile is 150, hot, about to fire. Give me more radar, where's my fucking radar?
Cap, you got 3 ships converging on your location. Additional target 10623 miles, Angel 7, hot.
I got them all, baby.
Clayton, hostiles, bro, 255, 15 miles, co-altitude, turning hot.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Actually, I think that's a missile.
Cap chasing a Harrier. Support me.
I'm too far out for the guy. RC, pop up. Off your 1 o'clock, 4 miles low.
Shit! The fuck did he go?
Skill magic. Fuel complete. Vector meet watch targets. Skill.
Me, you're firing me.
16284 miles.
Buddy lock, buddy lock, buddy lock.
In the weeds to 3,000, to 30,000. I got you.
Where's this motherfucker? What's that douchebag?
I'm RTBM, bingo. Government Bandar. Cap RC, all hostiles are called to you.
It's me again, you got me, you got me. Buddy lock, buddy lock.
I got you, I see it. You keep
RC
coming up into my...
Roger. I'm looking for a Harrier down here somewhere.
Hey, is that you again?
Negative, negative, negative.
Yep.
Cap Fox 2, 3. Come on, baby. You got a girlfriend in Vietnam? Tomcat, ACM, let's fucking do this.
Cap, additional hostile hot to you. 20 miles off your nose. Angels 9, hot.
Roger, make the decision, Cap. Make the decision, make the decision. My hostile's going. Okay. Okay.
Cap, you're in amongst 4 of them.
I'm getting out. Pull. Capco!
Are you locked up there?
Hostiles at 119, 14 miles from your location. Angels 8, cold. Declare a hot target for 141. On your nose is Cap. Turn to your 10 o'clock, 20 miles. Angels 23, hot.
Copy. Why do I keep catching you, Cap?
Cap cold. Careful, they're close, RC.
Cap. Damn it.
RC merge from Cap. Clayton's inbound Bandar. Skill magic, can you give me a distance to the nearest target? On nose call. Skill, all targets are cold right now. Nearest targets 16571 miles. Angel buried 0 through 3-1.
Cap, give me Bandar base home plate.
Cap, Bandar base home plate. 02343 miles.
Roger. I'm cold. You're on your own RC out there?
No, I'm coming back in.
On your traffic, Robotron inbound 20 miles from the west. All Banderbus traffic, you have 3 ships headed towards the field at the moment.
We just lost a 16. What was that?
Yeah, General, about traffic. That was me. Request us to play a stinger.
I did.
Too low.
Brilliant.
Just west of Banda.
Don't worry, I'll do all the work.
Copy, Skill. All targets off your nose are hostile.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Except for Cap, who's at 10,000, 30 miles from you. I'm with you. I'm landing a Bandar right now.
I mean, I'm still flying.
Well, now I've got a couple of targets.
Fly then.
One's coming towards us, so
Get to Bandar.
Still flying straight.
Cappy, Skill, you have 1 target that's hot to you, bra 13970 miles, Angels 25.
Roger, 139.
Have I got any more F-16s with me?
Negative.
Fuck me, sideways.
Skill, you are the only man in the air at the moment that has that traffic Rubicon landing run rate.
Roger, that target showed out 55 miles, Fox 3 on him.
Skill, targets off your 2 o'clock, 176, 42 miles, all Angels below 10,000, hot.
Roger.
Oh, I've got fucking Obi chasing me now. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Multiple ships, looks like about 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to turn cold from 4 on, I think.
Talon, when you take off, I need you to head back towards Lavon Island. We have one guy who's trying to get over there.
Yes, sir, will do. Skill, I'm gonna turn cold and try and lure these guys over our SAMs.
Okay, if you're going to do straight in, we've got Bandit 24 miles behind you. He's not tracking you at the moment, though.
Roger, Obi in an F-18, I can already tell by his attitude.
Texans, the runway is about to take off. Okay, no runway is coming.
Therefore, I hope we got some SAMs at Bandar.
We do.
Skills missile defensive.
Ford 1-2, Overlord 1-1, Bra 163, 450 at
Renault, you have a hostile fighter headed towards you. Bra 141, 3-4 miles, Angel 5. Hot.
192, Ford 150 at 30,000, flanking. Altitude.
Quickest landing in history.
Magic car approximate to that hostile.
Ford 1-2, Overlord 1-1, Bra 172, 470 at 5,000, flanking. Ford 1-2, Overlord 1-1, Bra 1B1, 460 at 20,000.
Anyone else close to launching?
Flanking. Altitude. Ford 1-2, Overlord 1-1, Bra 199, Fort 140 at 16,000, flanking.
3 ship hostiles, bra 19844 miles, Angels 34 hot.
Yeah, can't get any of them on fucking radar. Looks like the blues are killing each other quite a lot, so that's quite good.
Not Simon again, is it?
No, he's been killed by each other.
We need to try and make sure we shoot more of the blue team down on Mayday.
Talon hostile, bra 221, 62 miles.
Lane's taking off Bedlar.
Leighton, you have a 4 ship hostile F-16s, bra 203 at 37 miles. Angels 28 circling. Then you have ground targets, you have ground attack bra 18644 miles. Then, wow, catch him.
Roger. I'm gonna try and stay low and shoot under them. Maybe so they can see us or see me.
Got the target on the radar.
Roger, Leighton, there's no point of doing a standoff fight, so go low and sneaky and hope to evade the Baywax.
Leighton, if you want to focus on the ground attack, guys, you have one over one of our objectives right now, bra 241, 36 miles, Angels 1 circling.
Don't go over the far, they got SAMs.
Okay, my plane just crashed.
About time. Took a while.
Got to 40,000 feet.
Skill hostile off your nose, 19 miles, Angels 30, hot. Additional targets, bra 169, 39 miles, Angels 24, hot.
Ooh, another friendly.
Still defensive again.
Wow, that's amazing, guys.
Rearming complete.
Did the job for us. Cap rolling.
Brutal killed Ella.
How embarrassing for them. Cap leaving Bandar, ready for tasking.
Lights, Fox Bay, defensive.
Cap, we've got about a 5 ship bra 18743 miles, Angels 36 through 3.
What am I going to do to a 5 ship?
Talon, your target is faded.
I found my custom suit. What's his last known range?
His last known range from you was 18 miles. He was literally right over the island. They may come around. Leighton, hostile, bra 205, 26 miles, Angels 22, flanking right. Copy. Leighton, target's turned hot.
Hey, Leighton, that guy's hot on you and close.
Yeah, Foxley. Cap, target's turning hot to you, bro. 173, 38 miles, Angels 4, hot.
Roger, I found something close, so I'm going to have a look at him.
Copy.
What the shit is that?
Well, there were some RB-15s out, but they only took out a power station tower.
Cap, hostile, your 10 o'clock, 30 miles, Angels 8, hot.
See him. Roger, cap firing. Got a Harrier, I've got a Harrier.
No sign of that target above the van, and our weapons depots intact.
Fascinating. Is there fuel at that pace?
Cap Fox 3.
Just go on defensive again.
Pull, you big piece of shit. Oh, I knew I was going down there. Thought it was a Harrier. Oh.
That was it.
Flanking right on traffic, Rubicon taking runway 03 left. Ruby, hostiles bra 19645 miles, Angels 30. Flanking right. Yeah, I was trying to go right in there and kick it. Hostiles turning cold now at your 9 o'clock, Angel 7. Leighton, you have additional hostiles, 2 ship, bra 15627 miles, Angels 29 hot. Leighton merged. Got him.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Shoot that mother.
Fox 6.
Miss. Yes! Well done.
Leighton, get the hell out of there. Heads northeast. Copy. Skill, you have 2 ships, bra 17128 miles, Angels 27 and 17 hot.
Yeah, I can see them, but Jesper will not walk anything.
Rubicon ready for tasking. Ruby, 2 ship, bra 21240 miles, Angels 25 and 14 hot.
Skill, just go to PAL and dump those bags.
Leighton, send a turn around, try and get a shot up there.
Tally Phoenix is coming into both of you.
Leighton, nearest target 15 miles off your Angel 7. At about 2 o'clock, can I give up? Got him.
That contact on the van right.
Negative, Talon. Is there fuel at that airbase?
There is. There's fuel but no weapons.
Copy. Fuel up and then come back and join the fight.
Firm will do.
Can't believe I'm saying this, guys, but I think we're doing it. Ruby, those 2 ships are now cold. Nearest one, bra 21927 miles. In the weeds, cold. Second ship, bra 20736 miles, Angels 25, cold. Okay, cold off land now, left mile. Leighton, if that's, yes, Leighton, prosecute. Roger, there's 2 hot guys in the launch. Copy. Ruby, vector to 2 hot aircraft as well, bra 19243 miles, Angels 26 and 10 hot.
Tally Phoenixes.
Ruby, additional hostile turned hot to you, bra 19724 miles, Angels 30 hot.
Leighton, visualize the smoke in front of you. There is spam pads there.
Leighton, recommend vectoring either due south or due west to avoid SAMs. Leighton, 2 ship hostiles hot to you, bra 159, 23 miles, Angels 26 and 10 hot. Skill, 4 ship, bra 171, Angel, 39 miles, Angels 5, circling. Leighton, Fox Bay,
That Fox 3 is a Tomcat and it may be a strike. Negative, not, it's dodged.
Chester is just not working today.
You'll have to go PAL. You'll have to go PAL.
Yeah, I keep able to tell him to turn the radar off, then back on again. It goes PAL for a few seconds, then he turns it off.
Nice. Oh, we need a challenge.
Maybe someone can jump in the back of Ruby and fix it. Just a thought.
Okay, Leighton, you're fighting a batch of Tomcats.
Skill Foxy.
Leighton, all targets cool. Roger. I'm low on fuel, so I guess I'll push back as much as I can here. Leighton, just find what you got and go refuel. Skill. Yeah, roger. I just bad target on this one, I'm not RTB. Cover. Ruby, stay state. One Phoenix, 2 Sparrows, fuel, 9,800. Copy. Correction, Ruby, we got one hostile turning hot now, Bra 19840 miles, Angels 24 descending hot. Roger, got it. Additional target turning hot to you, Bra 19421 miles, Angels 3 hot. He's climbing.
Yeah, that target at 175 from me, 25-ish miles. I'm going to focus on him, 30 miles.
Hey Cap, I'd say Ghost Fox will make it in about 3.5 hours.
GCI, time check.
Cap, we got half an hour left.
Okay, guys, they're trying to suck you into the Patriots, which Skill's getting close to, so be careful.
Skill, hostile off your 9 o'clock, 12 miles, Angels 10, hot. Oh, from ejecting.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Got 3 men left. Skill, turn cold, you got about 6 hostiles headed hot to you now.
Yeah, my plane's broken. I've got 100 pounds of fuel available left for using. I'm just going to kill this Tomcat and be done.
Oh dear. Skilly Billy. Stay up as long as you can. Use their missiles up, Skill. Stay up, that's an order.
I'm dead.
That never stopped me.
Well, that was a waste of fucking time.
One plane left, that's Leighton. Don't worry, you've only got 16 to kill, Leighton.
We also have Talon who's refueling right now. Yeah.
Talon is just taking off from the van. I'll be with you shortly.
Oh, nice.
You have the entire enemy air force to take down. Head 090163 miles.
Alpha, I'm headed 090, complete with 4 missiles.
Hey Cap, do you see Ghost Fox?
Negative, whose side? Which side's he on?
He's on blue. Look far east.
Copy that, Talon. I will vector you to who I think are attackers once they show themselves. Right now I only have track numbers.
That's right.
Leighton's landing radar.
Leighton, do you have a possibility to load up with 16 missiles?
Put him in his lap.
When you go up, make sure you take your service revolver with you, because we may need extra kills. be nice.
I think Bloodbox late strategy might work this time.
Still do it, boys. We can still do it.
Leighton, what are you flying?
I'm in a 16. I'm sitting on Banda right now. We are refueling.
Just wanted to confirm what RWR warnings to panic about.
Okay.
Hostile ground targets, you're going to have to stay very feet dry because they're headed due east from Kasab.
So I need feet dry.
Yeah, I recommend doing a vector of 060 and just flying up towards the north over there, staying behind our SAM net.
What targets have they hit so far?
To be honest, I don't think they've hit anything.
If they're heading east, the only target out to the east is Lavan Island, and that's only worth 2 points.
I can't say I fathom their strategy.
Well, I'm not sure where they're going.
Well, we have one of them that's like way over to the east. He's trying to go around and go towards the target that's in the northeast.
Okay. Those 2 targets would be 5 points.
I just don't think the A-10 is going to make it there by the time the mission ends.
Time left check.
He's got 23 minutes.
Say again? How many minutes?
He's got 23 minutes. He's in an A-10 on the deck. And he's got 92 miles to go. Let's see. I have the one at 14,000. I'd be your priority. I think he's a ground attack.
Just make sure, make sure you don't just send them into F-14s because there are.
Correction, Leighton. Yeah, hit those 2 targets at 12564 miles from your location. They're heading off into the mountains. 057. It's gonna be about 100 miles. Then I'll vector you south towards the A-10. That'll keep you away from enemy air cover and should allow us to win the game.
Roger. 057, you said?
Correct. 057.
Roger that.
They have no air support for him over there. And there's nobody within range that's faster than you.
If you need to draw off any fighters, just vector me to somewhere where I can be distracting, and I'll be as loud as possible.
Copy, you're actually doing that already. You've got 2 guys hot to you about 60 miles off your 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. But continue on your current course. You might want to vector a little bit more north, maybe 052. I'm trying to get you towards the guy, Broad, 09478 miles, Angels 19. I think that's a ground attack unit. He's headed towards the... Well, he doesn't know what he's headed towards right now. But I need you to avoid these 2 fighters that are coming at you.
Right, I see that A-10 on data link here now, about 80 miles out.
Miles from a 14 now.
No farther than 80, I think.
Copy, Leighton. Prosecute that A-10. Do not turn south yet, though. He does have 2, what looks to be ground attacks, maybe Viggins, heading up towards his location.
Roger.
Talon hostiles are now 48 miles from your location. Hot to you at your 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock.
Roger, I see
Yeah, Talon, continue on your current vector and you'll pull them over our SAM sites.
Will do. fun sitting at front mill, but I can get burner to a nade if I have to. I just don't really have enough fuel for a long flight in burner.
Copy.
Right, yeah, I see those two big now.
Copy that. The two hostiles are cold to you now. Turn direct raw 095, 49 miles.
Turning 095.
Flanking left. Be advised, they might have launched TWS missiles at you.
That's fun, that's fun. I'll punch a bit of burner to get out of the way if they did, if they're not supporting on us.
Layton, your course is direct to our first SAM site, which is 59 miles off your nose. The A-10 is currently 57 miles from that location. Looks like he's going to try and pass it to the east. Roger. Tower, we've got two hostiles, three hostiles hot to you. First hostile bra 176, 45 miles, Angels 34, hot. Second target, bra 120, 63 miles, Angels 29, hot. Third target, bra 112, 77 miles, Angels 23, hot. 17 minutes left in mission.
Turn north again.
Copy that. The Harrier took out one of our SAMs, but that's not an objective, so I'm not worried about it yet. I'll keep my eyes on him and make sure he doesn't turn in towards one of our objectives.
An AGM 122 sidearm, otherwise known as an Sidewinder C. Something wrong with this guy's exhaust
The
sound.
Biggins are turning hot to you now. They are 13657 miles at 5,000, just passing over the mountains. Continue on current heading. Roger. I want you to get a little bit north of that A-10 before you turn south, otherwise you might not be able to hit him before the Biggins lock you up.
Weirdest Harry I ever heard.
Did you bring tanks or all missiles?
I'm now flying perpendicular to the F-14s, should make it difficult for them to see me.
I ain't never heard a Harry that sounds like that, boys.
Layton, did you bring tanks or all missiles?
I've got tanks, but I can still carry 6 missiles.
Copy, copy.
It's much more pleasant to watch without the massive ear-splitting whine.
Talon, nearest hostile, hot to you, bra 13443 miles, Angels 27. Carrier still cold. Ground, I don't think that they're... Yeah, he's definitely air attack and trying to get to you. Layton, the Biggins are in an intercept course. They are still 47 miles from your location.
Roger, I don't see what data link anymore.
Copy, they're about your 9 o'clock. They're turning away now. That looks like they're turning towards another one of our objectives.
Roger.
Alright, you're free to prosecute that A-10.
Roger that.
Be advised, you do have a hostile on your 6 o'clock. He is 75 miles from your location, Angels 28.
Copy, I see him. Yeah, he's blocking me. 714.
Egress to the north once you prosecute the A-10. The A-10 currently 10451 miles, Angels 1, flanking left. Talon, the hostile behind you is now climbed to Angels 3-4 and is still hot 39 miles from your location.
Talon, one missile launch. Very nice.
Layton, target ahead of you is splashed. Maneuver kill.
What a
that way.
douchebag!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Layton. You have a target hot to you, bra 21975 miles, Angels 30, hot. Talon, hostile still hot to you, bra 16431 miles, Angels 29, hot. The A10 has, the Harrier has gone home. They have another guy climbing out of Kasab right now. I'll keep my eyes on him.
About to eat this Tomcat's lunch, watch that.
Good luck. 30 miles, Angels 29, hot. Hot mic.
Talon, I think you're hot micing.
Talon, recommend heading due east to draw the hostile over a SAM site.
I'm heading due east. I'm right on the deck.
Ooh, he's going to get a surprise. He's going to get a surprise. Very good.
Layton, hostiles now 222, 29 miles from your position, Angels 3-4, hot. Talon, hostile still on your 6 o'clock, 20 miles, Angels 9. He's definitely got the SAM on SA. Turn 124 to try and drive over it.
124.
You have an additional hostile hot to you, raw 17748 miles, Angels 18, hot. 10 minutes, 10 minutes remaining. You guys are doing exactly what you need to. Layton, target is cold to you now, raw 229, 24 miles, Angels 20. Cold.
I have 1600 liters of fuel remaining, so I need to be a little conservative on the burner.
What's the Angels on it? Angels 1, 2, and descending. Roger. Hostile turning hot to you now. Angels 8, still descending. Got it, got it.
Roger, have you got any ground pounders I can head towards?
Talon, they're not trying to prosecute the ground at the moment. The nearest ground pounders are off your nose. 127, 65 miles, Angels 1 and 3. They're headed due west right now. Layton, target is cold.
Great fight here, boys.
I'm picking up something on radar.
Raw 18936 miles, Angels 21 and 26 respectively, hot.
I don't know what that might be.
The guy on your 6 o'clock, 15 miles, Angels 20, I think is out of Amrium for this. Skylock, 8 miles.
Layton's in the F16, Gruntmeister's in the F14.
You won't have to be fading in and out, Layton. Oh no, I'll be able to track him for you.
Two big shot Americans.
I've got him here. I'm just gonna try and climb up some faster speed. Talon, you are about 10 miles from the maximum range of the SAM cover. The hostile behind you is in the SAM cover.
I'm showing a radar contact between 20 and 30 miles. He's jamming and jumping about. Any idea what that might be?
No. I don't see anything over there.
We'll continue and attempt to prosecute.
Talon, you also have 2 hostiles hot to you, bra 192, 26 miles, Angels 25. They're now flanking left. Layton, you have a world of pain coming your way. You got 3 ships, feet wet, 5-2 miles from your location.
Game time.
Gotcha. Game time, 7 minutes.
Remember, we've got to stop the attackers in 7 minutes. That's the job. Not shoot down planes.
6 miles on this time. Talon, we have 2 ships off your nose. One is a friendly at 40 miles. Angels 12 and descending.
flopping around between 10 and 20 miles.
Copy, I've got nothing in that direction, so it might be a missile or something.
So we'll investigate.
Talon, I do have 2 ground pounders that are south of you, for 17627 miles on the deck feet wet headed towards our Kasab target. They're being flanked by 2 targets, 19719 miles, Angels 30, but those guys are focused on Leighton right now.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Where are the guys that are on me?
I've got
Leighton, guys on you, broad 274, 28 miles, Angels 30 hot. Additional target right off your nose, broad 25818 miles, Angels 22 hot. That one's turning cold. Roger. Talon, target hot to you now, bra 16419 miles, Angels 16. Negative, he doesn't know you're there. Pop up additional target for Talon, bra 20547 miles, Angels 10 hot. Leighton, target off your nose, merged 5 miles. Yeah, I'm trying to get him here. Talon, target off your nose, 24, Angels 24. About 6-7 miles.
Fox 1.
5 minutes, still have 2 ground pounders headed towards the target.
Get him, get him, get him, get him! Come on, baby! Yes!
Flash.
Well done, boys.
Talon, Vector, bra 24817 miles. All due haste, we need to get these guys, they got 5 minutes to hit a target. No F-14's off your nose, Talon, but I've got one, bra 20729 miles, Angels 10 hot.
Okay, this is the last fight, so just put everything into this, kill as much as you can. Come on.
Lesson launch F-14.
Minutes. They're definitely gonna have time to hit that Kasab location.
I have a potential F-18 off my nose.
18 at your 10 o'clock, F-14 at your 9 o'clock.
Fuel state 700 liters, not good.
Good luck, boys. Talon merged low. At your 9 o'clock.
It's a Bogachev, it's a Bogachev.
On your 6 now. Cool altitude.
Uh-oh. Nice knowing you.
All friendlies down.
All friendlies down, let's just hope the big uns miss. Time to end of game.
2 minutes, 15 seconds. Time on target at their current rate, about a minute.
Roger.
What have they hit so far though? Can they actually win?
Has anyone got a big and voodoo doll?
They're heading for the target that's already been destroyed.
Ha! Ha! Douchebags! Douchebag vegans.
Yeah, that one's already dead. Well...
The viewers are saying to pull the plug of the server out.
I've just checked the docks. It appears the submarines have been sunk.
Mission timer 1 minute. Mark.
There's going to be a surprise for them.
Blood's popping up.
Site operational there.
BK-90's out. Oh, it appears to be already dead, guys.
Australia's under debris.
They're going to hate this because I think that's a red victory.
How embarrassing for them. How embarrassing. The choppers have already killed it, look.
We'll have to count the points.
These factories, which was 2 points, and the submarines, which is 2 points.
Oh.
That's a red problem, boys.
Everything else is still alive, as far as I can see.
It's a Blufor problem, boys.
So you're telling me if they would have went north instead of west and taken out...
Yeah, if they had taken out to the northeast, they would have won.
Game over.
Knock it off.
Mission time complete.
Get to debrief. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, God, what a fight that was. We were fighting with every... You know, sometimes it's just a mission, and sometimes you fight with every bit of energy you've got. That was us. Everything we threw into that. Nothing left. We don't know. We don't know who won or lost. Not the foggiest idea, to be honest.
Cap, it was a friendly fire fiesta.
Ooh, always on blues. Always on blues. Good. I'm going to have fun making films of that.
You could almost have a whole video of just the blue on blue.
Before we send out the bollockings for friendly fire, can we... what happened in the mission? Which side won? I saw Vigans firing things. I don't know at what stuff.
Technically, I think Blues won.
Oh, fuck's sake. What did you hit?
Who's still in there? Because I'm not in there at the moment.
We took out 2 weapons depots.
Yeah, let me just go and check which one's a dead.
The submarine was taken out.
Yeah, the subs and target, or the AB weapons depots were taken out.
Oh, so that's easily a win then.
Okay, how many points did you get out of interest?
2 for the sub, and then A and B.
Alright, so that's at least 6
6 points.
How frustrating. We thought we did better than that, but never mind.
But it was tough.
It was very tough. We were just...
Might just let the Blues kill ourselves.
So, Blues, what's your team?
15 for blue on blue.
That's true. What your team, what you did, what you're supposed to do, and what you actually happened, and who died.
So Ford was first. Headed up as a group with the Tomcats north, straight up the middle. It was all going well until I fell asleep and managed to let Leighton get within 20 miles, and we all know how that ends. That was a bit demeaning. I didn't really fall asleep. I just wasn't concentrating, and then I saw you pop up, and you got me fair and square. So after that, I don't really know what happened. I know Frisco got friendly fired, so...
Ooh,
payback?
That is a bit of payback, Simon, to be fair.
Chopsticks is probably the best one to finish off Ford Flight, because he's the one that stayed alive.
Okay, so I went after tank after OB and Frisco's mishaps, and Danny landed to get fuel while the 16s came in, I think, wasn't it? And then when we got back up, we tried to keep the cap that was left. I think there was 2 red aircraft left at the end, and we tried to keep them away so that Blood could get in and do his thing. And I splashed 1 and Danny splashed 2, I think.
I got the Vegan. I think I got Beans sneaking around on the east side. How am I trying to land? I got Beans around on the left hand side, and then I got Talon in the Mirage.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who I killed.
That means there's 4 blues on blues this mission.
How is that even
okay, Onslaught, just...
We'll get there, we'll get there.
I think it's about 5.
Yeah, that's it for Ford Cap.
Next.
Mike, Man, Danny. Or I guess y'all
Oh, they were grouped in with us, so it's Squirtle.
Yeah, we grouped in.
Squirtle's not here. I'll take it. So Signore was never with us. He crashed twice and gave up. Squirtle, we believe. So what we did was ferry over real fast, like 1.9, rearm, refuel, go up, do some cap stuff, and so Squirtle, I believe, engaged with Cap and they killed each other or something. There was a whole furball over Keshem by 2 of our 16s. I think they both died there. I was a little bit further back, trying to play it a little bit safer. Got a little bit harassed by 14s, went cold, was already Winchester, basically all bingo, and Whistler was in trouble, went to save him. turn around and see a smoke trail as Grizzly shoots me in the face. And he's a friendly in that case. So that was...
Oops.
Next group.
Hello.
Yeah, I took off from southern base for a distraction, basically, and I got a call then. Banner was 70 miles out, so I went low, below 20 feet, and of course lagged into the sea.
You're allowed to respawn if you lag. We all know you
Wait,
lag.
you got shot down, didn't you?
Negative. I was evading the SAMs, and I was just low, and I got the call, and then I lagged into the ocean.
All right, never mind. Okay, next group.
Okay, so that was the Harriers. We got airborne, and we just sort of kept heading south to north, and just to try and draw any initial F-16s closer into our SAM nets and etc. Then we started to probe to the north. Dodged a series of Phoenixes, a big flight of them passed over us, we think, and then turned code to get a Phoenix warning from in front of me, and Grizzly shot me in the face.
Fucking hell.
No, that was Nightmare that shot you in the face.
Oh, there we go.
Get the people right.
Give me some credit.
No,
What's a thing?
Next
got
person.
Cypher.
Yep.
Nightmare got Hasina.
Nah, Roadkill got Hasina.
No. Roadkill got Hasina.
Yeah, I had a bugged aircraft after a repair, and I should have respawned, but I didn't want to do the ferry again. And I only was able to get STT locks and didn't get any IFF. So sorry, Hasina.
But Hasina
heading
did
over
take
to
out
target
Bravo.
BB.
Bravo.
I was able to get some bombs on that. I flew in low, dropped some bombs, turned around. I think I killed the first white building. The main big building was already destroyed. Turned back in, got the missile warning, dropped the bombs on the last building. Not sure if it was destroyed or not. Whacked on my assumed jammer. I'll get back to that in a second. Got hit by the missile, flew it back all the way to base whilst on fire in a missing wing, lost control and coming into landing, and just bailed out over there. But my jammer was just for morale purposes, because it turns out I'd actually misclicked and put an extra T-pod on.
Oops, how embarrassing for you.
Definitely got a bit of thumbnail.
Makes it go faster. That's going to be the thumbnail. Next group.
Yeah, so it's the Vegan flight. So we had two targets. First of all was the submarines, and then second were the targets way up to the northeast of the weapons depot. The submarines we planned to take on almost immediately, at least as soon as we were allowed to, and destroy them. Unfortunately, Red was already there. So we decided to wait a little bit, wait for our caps to distract them, and at the moment that you guys were retreating, we took off and got some RB-15s, looped them over Kesham Island, and threaded them through the harbour. And the first set killed both the submarines, and the second set were there, and I think they killed a power pylon somewhere. So destroyed that target. Then we waited, took off to go destroy D. Unfortunately, en route, we heard that there was an aircraft up there and decided to divert to another target, which we arrived at. However, unfortunately, fortunately, someone else had destroyed it before us. So we then went home and landed at the road base.
Took out a whole village.
Yeah, we did also killed orphans with the BK-90s. Yeah.
Again, blood.
They were all enemy
Committed
sympathizers.
mass genocide.
Well, I mean, it was actually Seahorse who dropped the BKs, though he does have the just following orders defense, because I did tell him to do it.
Seahorse also did a beautiful apron landing. I don't know why you respawned after that, though.
It was to reset the nav system.
Next,
didn't you kill a whole city block
next
for
group.
one guy?
Ghost in the A10C.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
All the ordnance at Kasab, the whole lot, and then flew it all the way to the east, then tried to head north. I was doing really well. The whole plan was working. Right up to the point where a tree rendered right in front of my face at the last possible moment.
Oh dear, that doesn't happen every time, does it?
There's now a massive, basically a hole, in the desert where I dropped all that ordnance.
That's what you get for flying at 10 feet, though.
They were flying at 10 feet, to be fair.
Yeah, that was fine. Up until, like I said, I just turned my tree render down and ini file to about 1 meter, so of course I don't see them until I'm right in
Dear me. That just doesn't work. You need to get yourself a Pentium. Right, that's very handsome. Next group, if there's any.
Yes, the Tomcats. I'll let the others speak for themselves. Mine were mostly just a few posturing shots, a few throwbacks, but one managed to come in close. I believe it was Rubicon. Had a ACM Fox right off the rails within 20 miles. I saw his launch. That's why I was able to see where to shoot. He caught mine. I didn't catch his. Made a few sorties, come back, and I just landed. And I'll let the others speak for themselves.
I mean,
Right.
Sorry, carry on.
So yeah, Grump, we followed Whistler into the fray. We established cap over Kasab for a little bit, tried to make sure that the airspace was generally clear, and then in the end, when we had the second attack wave going in, we were going to go for target BD, at which point we were bustering all the way over there to make sure that they were going to be good. Caught Leighton on the way, launched a couple of C's at him. I'm really surprised that those didn't make it, but ended up catching a 120C in the end. And I don't know how he caught up to us. We were full burner the entire time.
F-16, baby.
Yo.
Apparently it's that fast. Next.
I should point out that I didn't friendly fire.
Same.
Next.
But we also had human Rios, so.
And you're the one who died too late in the end, right?
I chased down someone. Who was it?
It was
me.
Grump.
Yeah, so that's why he caught up to you, is because you were low and he climbed.
That is a fact.
Okay, guys. Is that all of blue?
Why wasn't there a nightmare friendly fire and a grizzly friendly fire?
Let's not mention the friendly fire incidents, okay?
Well, let's very quickly, within 5 minutes, how, with modern IFF systems and all of these jets that are literally infallible, what was going on there? How did
Can I make a point quickly? Most of the people that did friendly fire were flying F-14s.
So, where's the problem?
With
Jester locked a friendly. He said fire, and he told me to fire on it. I pulled the trigger. How was I supposed to know it's a Harrier?
Pretty much the same as what happened with me.
What's the solution for that then?
Doesn't mark.
Real quick, Ito was asking. We had somebody named Troller on the server today. Who is that in game?
Trawler is the name that the default name that LOT ATC gives its controllers.
Okay, Ito was confused. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just asking who was the other, who's sitting on LOT ATC along with Paris.
Okay.
That would have been.
Let's
that
carry
was
on, guys. It's getting stupid now. Okay. Well, someone's got to look at how to stop the helicopters. Yep.
So we took off, went for Depot B. I caught a Strela to the face, and then Mickey caught a Strela to the face, and then God tried to come around the other side, took Strela to the butt. So, but at least none of us shot each other down, so
Well
we
done.
consider it a win.
Proud of you, boys. Okay.
That's a helicopter slash right there.
Red, let's go because I'm going to run out of time.
So quickly, before we start the red debrief, I've just been scanning through the TAC view whilst Blue have been talking, and Blue, as far as I can see, did not destroy Weapons Depot A. It was untouched the entire time. Blue destroyed the submarines and Weapons Depot B twice.
That's only 2 points. 4 points. There's only 4 points.
Red wins.
Oh,
Red wins.
Red wins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course, we said that. We were watching the Vigans. We weren't. You'll see the thing. We were just watching them. We were saying, why are they bombing the same base that they've just bombed?
Yeah, if the Vigans had diverted to Weapons Depot A rather than to B, they'd have won.
Okay. Plan our flight while flying.
That's so well deserved,
It
guys.
seems ultimately the campaign is a stalemate because we only got halfway both ways, so nobody wins
Can I
this
just make
one.
a suggestion as well? I think it would only be fair that you deduct a point for every friendly fire.
There you go. We've got to stop them somehow, boys. Got to stop them somehow.
I can get behind that logic.
If you deduct a point, if you deduct a point for every civilian killed, oops.
Okay, Red, go really fast.
Cap.
Hello. Oh, is it me?
First.
Is it me? I don't know.
Yes, it's you, Cap.
Right, me and my boys, we took off from La. Our mission was one thing, to kill as many blues as we possibly can, because we knew we were going to lose, which strangely didn't happen. But so we charged towards Kassav as fast as we could and just started shooting AMRAAMs at everything. We had a wicked fight. A couple of guys went down early, but was it Leighton survived the longest and just killed? How many do you kill?
I got 3.
Nice. I killed a chopper and I think 2 planes or 1 plane. I can't remember. Me and Squirtle had yet another headbutt. Every time me and Squirtle meet, we kill each other because we both fired exactly 6 miles. And
I killed a Stinger missile.
Well done. Well, he just flew over the farm and got shot.
I have to say that I had Cap locked up
Well done.
4 times and I just never hit the trigger.
Well done. I'm very proud of you. So we did well. We must have killed God knows how many we killed, but we did really well. There's no, as good as we ever could have done. And we vectored. We didn't actually know who was doing what, but we knew that guy going to the east was going to be a ground attack because he was going. He was on AWACS. He was at like 0 feet, and he was.
That was me.
He was on 200. No, it was 250 knots. So it must have been that. It must have been A10 or an L39. We knew, so we sent an F-16 after it. Turned out to be an A-10.
Oh no, that was
blew himself up anyway, which was nice.
Yeah.
And that's it. Send next person or whatever.
Skill. If Leighton's not got anything else.
I was just gonna say, chopsticks. You killed me. I had probably about 200 pounds of fuel left.
Yeah, I had you locked for ages, but I just couldn't get you because Grunt was there. I didn't want to kill him.
Oh yeah, I took care of that for you.
Next. Team.
Tomcats took off from Shiraz. I went to the 200 miles to the tanker. I think Ruby and Bull went straight to the fight. Where the plan was I would come and back them up when they were going back to refuel and rearm. Jester didn't want to play ball today. Kept turning my radar off. Wouldn't do. Drop the tanks when I told him. But anyway, just watching the attack view there. I spent most of my time dodging missiles. I think I dodged 9 between Mark 54, AIM 54s and AIM 120s. Launched a couple back, didn't get any kills, was out of fuel, so just went forward to try and kill something, and then died. And Ruby and Bull can say what they did.
Well, anytime, sweethearts.
Open.
Next group.
So that was me, Talon, in the Mirage 2000. I took off from Shiraz, flew as fast as I could down to Lavin, because I was supposed to be defending Lavin airbase. Got there, found out they didn't actually have any weapons there, so I refueled and flew all the way to La, where I rearmed, refueled, and then as I took off, got a tasking from the GCI that they'd seen a plane heading towards Lavin, which turned out to be Elo. So I went back to Lavin. Before I got there, Elo died to, I don't know whether it was the lag spike or the SAM, because they both hit at about the same time. But by the time I got there, Elo had disappeared, so I flew a few circuits to make sure he was actually gone, landed, refueled again, then took off and flew back to the actual fighting area. Some F-14s came after me. I dodged 6 Phoenixes. Then I came around, found Grizzly's F-14, which I shot down with one of the 530s. Then turned to avoid chopsticks and unfortunately flew directly in front of Danny whilst avoiding chopsticks and got shot down.
Wingman pair.
Wingman, good mission from you. Next on Red.
I think it's been
Send.
Volvo. Yeah, basically, I thought I'd be a bit of a distraction. I'd keep them worried as to whether I was going to bomb the airfield or go for the carriers. But I didn't last very long. They sent an F-18 after me. Over.
Watch out. Next group.
Helicopters.
Last chance.
Helicopters, are you there?
Yeah, Honda. I did nothing because apparently it's mandatory to put FARPs on the most uneven terrain you can find in the surroundings. I had to scale the mountain just to refuel and rearm. When get there, well, they refused to rearm me, refused to refuel me, so I took off overloaded, tried to pick up the long-range SAM I was supposed to construct. No, you have no SAMs to construct. Tried to pick up troops to deliver. No, doesn't work. Well, nothing worked, so in frustration, I crashed my chopper into the ground and kind of quit.
So
Let's construct more pylons.
Blues had removed our CTLD to try and win. Did you hear that, guys? Unbelievable. Bad sportsmanship. Right. Anyone else? We done?
I would just say thank you to Silver Phoenix and TS Gucci for Rioing today. Thank you.
There you go. Okay, guys, I think that was about as good a way as any to end. You can't really get much of a better match than that. Just about everything that could possibly happen in the match happened. Really good. We're going to have a break now for a few weeks to get some one-off missions that have been building up for a year that the valuable viewers want to do. So we'll start on that next week. That's it. I'm going to get to work to try and make you look good. I'll see you guys whenever.
See you guys.
Bye.